Awesome. Guys, it's an amazing day to have all of us here for this Saturday workshop session. And on the call, we have people right from the entire world, right? Right from the entire world. Everyone joining from Kenya, Uganda, Angola, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, US. There are people from everywhere on the platform here. Guys, if you are here, know that you're welcome. Feel free, relax, just get some water, get something to keep you busy, right? To not miss this amazing session. And like I said earlier, this is not any kind of session, right? This is not a podcast again, right? This is going to be very practical, very transformative, and you wouldn't want to miss any step of this amazing session. And so on this note, I want to welcome our amazing project lead for this session, Kevin Tue, joining right from Kenya. Kevin is on a mission, guys. When I connect with people, it's always to know what their mission is always about. I think the first time I came across Kevin's LinkedIn profile, his mission, his headline just told me everything about that I need to know about him, right? And anytime I'm chatting with him, I know this guy, he's on a mission. Right, guys, if you don't have a mission, try to get one, so that if anybody's connecting with you, they should connect with you based on that mission, right? If you're relating with someone, you should connect based on a mission. You should connect based on the vision that you have for yourself, the goals you have for yourself. And so for Kevin has a big mission, right, to transform lives in tech, right? I don't know if that number is 100,000. Is it 100,000 or 200,000 that you want to impact in Africa, right? So guys, if you are here, know that you're going to be one of those that Kevin is going to impact.
Yeah.
It's 100,000.
Yeah.
Or 200?
100,000 currently, but I'm going. It seems I'll get that there.
Right. Guys, if you want to check the number, go to Kevin's profile, right? LinkedIn profile, you know the number that he wants to impact across Africa. So guys, if you are here, you're one of them. You're one of those he's going to impact through this project. And above all, Kevin is SolaviseTech CTO, right? When it comes to the technology on our platform, when it comes to the tools, that we're teaching our students, the best tools out there, right? When it comes to groundbreaking technologies, Kevin is the one, that is giving out to our community, to our students, right? And so if you're here, you're highly welcome. And again, this is one of the sessions we have every week. Every month. Every month we have these Saturday sessions free for anyone to attend and level up their skills in cloud, level up their skills in DevOps space, level up their skills in IT. So guys, let's welcome Kevin Tue. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I'm just thinking out loud. Let me just do something here. As I was wrapping up on some setup here, I wanted to make sure that you have a repo you're going to be cloning. So, okay, I think I need to just do it on the desktop. Sometimes you realize that to make your life easier, just put something on the desktop just in case. So as then I can start us off on this journey. So first of all, thank you so much for joining us. You're going to really enjoy this. I was actually doing it. I was actually prepping for this session earlier today, and I actually amazed myself. I amazed myself on what I was capable to do in less than 2 hours. And I believe you're going to really make the most of this. So I've just set up a README here. Yes, I trust the authors. I don't know why Visual Studio Code always asks you to trust the authors and you're in your own machine. But it's okay. We love to trust them. Okay, let's see whether this step-by-step workshop guide makes sense. I think it does. It does. So let me push it. Then let me push it. Then I can share with you the repo which you're going to be using. Hopefully it is technically correct. Just know the repo is, I've not tested for correctness. You're going to work on it. So initial update repo assets. So I've just created it right now. Then I'll share with you. Then let me share my screen so that you just get a feel of what I've just done. So let me share my screen. And as you've been told by Eric, this is very hands-on. So Eric, you can make me co-host on this one. I left on my phone. You can make me co-host so I can share my screen.
Oh. Oh, great.
Okay, good. So let me show you this. I don't know. Let me just confirm that it has gone to GitHub first before I share it. This is lovely. This is just lovely. I love this. The way AI makes things. As Eric was presenting, buying me time, I just thought of doing a whole repo in 5 minutes, and thanks to AI, I was kind of able to do that. So in just like less than 5 minutes, I converted the whole project into a repo, so that in case of anything,
Right,
you'll be able
exactly.
to get it. So let's see the commit. I've just finished a commit right now. Let's see whether it's come up. Yes, it has. Okay, yeah, let me share we are in a new dispensation of life. So that repo is like less than 10 minutes old. Okay, let's say 5 minutes, but it's there. And it's actually what I'm going to be sharing on my screen right now. Just know the technical correctness is going to be confirmed as we go through it, but the whole project has been done. But before I even get into what is here, I did something. I did ask my ChatGPT that I really want to start us off people from the start. So I just asked it. Here. I just asked it, like, I'm doing a workshop on deploying WordPress site on AWS Lightsail, share concise breakdown of AWS, WordPress, and Lightsail before I dive into the hands-on workshop using dark DNS for the hosting. So it gave me a breakdown, which I'm going to be using as the presentation slides person. So you can, as you already know by now, and we are assuming that you're coming in as maybe a non-tech, you're coming in as an enthusiast, you're coming in just to find a way of running away from that expensive developer who is killing you with all this money, and you're just deploying a WordPress site, and every month has a bill on your table, and you wonder how you can run away from them. And this is the right workshop for you. So AWS, as you already know, it's the world leading cloud platform. We know there are others, but the others are following, right? This is the initial first public cloud with over 200 services. And why is it, why does it matter to run your WordPress? So instead of running it on a local machine, you have to make a call for every small thing that you need to do, or write an email that will be replied for after ages. That is what I usually do. I hate a lot about all these other things. I know what needs to be done, then I have to just ask someone else to do it for me, and then I have to wait for back and forth emails. Then the other thing is AWS will give you the pay-as-you-go infrastructure. And you're going to see, as you go to the Lightsail section, you're going to see that right now, why WordPress? Why did we choose WordPress over all the other sites? It's easy to get you started, whether you're a tech or a non-tech. Millions and millions of websites on the internet are running on WordPress. So it means that there's something about them that makes sense for many people. As much as you already know, there are these things around frameworks and all these other things you'd like to over-engineer. but sometimes you don't really need to. Usually, there's usually one Amazon leadership principle that says invent and simplify. So that means that you don't have to over-engineer things. You don't have to make it so complex. As long as it serves you, then why not? So you can see WordPress is a content management system. If you don't know about it, it is easy to use, has thousands of themes. It's also very friendly with search engine optimization. And even right now, I hear there's AI engine optimization, something of that sort, to make sure that your website is going to be used by AI to bring out something when somebody prompts it. Then you're going to use Lightsail. Lightsail is a VPS. It's usually uses the underlying technology is like EC2, but the beauty with Lightsail is it's the easiest way to get started on AWS, and it gives you predictable pricing at the end of the month compared to how the the cloud should be, where you should do only pay as you go, and you might not be sure on how much of your bill can get. So if you choose a particular instance, you might get it cost you $5 or $7 or $12, up to around, I think, around $80. And if you choose an $12 instance, then you're going to expect to pay $12 every month. And you're not going to be shocked about a bill that you don't know about it. So that is why you can see fixed monthly pricing, no surprise bills. You also get the pre-configured WordPress blueprint, meaning you're going to deploy in minutes. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm able to make this presentation, because I'm sure I'm going to finish the deployment in like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. So I'm just making sure that you also it also feels like a full workshop. Yeah, then you're going to use dark DNS. I know technically you would buy your own domain, but you're going to leverage a free, simple dynamic DNS service that will help you map our Lightsail instance IP address to a custom domain. That means that you're not going to need to buy a domain at the demo stage. And even if you buy a domain, you can just use a CNAME. You're going to just use a CNAME record to just map your domain to the dark DNS. Yeah, now let us transition to the hands-on. I thought about something to prompt it, but I got something better. We now have the repo here, and this is the guide. It has a couple of scripts, but this one I'm going to really get jumping onto it. First of all, I'll log in. This one is for you later on to just check whether it's correct, and also get you something that is you're going to leverage later on. But yeah, let's see. There's something else. It's telling me that there's an assets. This will just get a BNSAT. We're going to also make it secure using SSL. There's a couple of scripts and assets here. There's a cheat sheet here, some high-level steps, some fallbacks. Okay, yeah, but let's get right onto it. I'm going to show you this is what I worked on at earlier on in the day. So I did solavisetech.darkdns.org. Let me share with you this. And this is the end product. You're going to come up with something similar, but not as perfect. I even did some customizations on it. I'm going to send them over an invoice. even though I'm the CTO, I'm going to send an invoice to SolaviseTech because I believe this website is much sweeter than the one that we currently do have. But yes, so it's already running on Lightsail. And I just did a couple. It's using the Astra. I think it's the Astra theme at the bottom. There's a theme, I think, at SaaS Launcher theme, and you're going to see. And you're going to see how you're going to do all these in a couple of minutes. And the beauty about it is very predictable pricing. I think I chose the smallest Lightsail instance. And you're going to see how you're going to move from nothing to something similar to this, although I'm not going to do all the customizations live. The customizations are the ones that took me a little bit of time. Okay, and you can also leverage all the links. I also made them make sense. So if you want to join our Discord, if you want to enroll to our courses, you're going to see that it is a fully working website. So let's get to know how we got to here. How did I get here? First of all, you definitely logged into your AWS Management Console. So I'll just open up AWS Management Console. And if I choose to sign in, hopefully I was signed in. Maybe I was already signed in. If not, I'll have to sign in again, but I think I'm already signed in. I'm trying to avoid the MFAs and everything. So let's see. It's telling me to sign in again, but don't worry, I'll sign it. I think, okay, this one. There must be a session. Yeah, thank God I don't have to sign in again. So it is already here. I logged in 7 hours ago just to prove that I actually did it on my Lightsail, on my AWS Management Console. Okay, I usually have a couple of AWS accounts. I usually have one that I just use for learnings and workshops, and the ones that I use for my customers. So this one is one for my learning. You should not be worried. Companies have thousands of AWS accounts. So why should you be worried of having more than just having like two or three or four or five? Okay, so as you can see from my console, I usually love dark mode, but I know maybe some of you might be having issues with seeing these things. So let me put it on light mode. I think it usually makes a lot of sense when you make it a little, then I'll make it a little bit bigger. You can type Lightsail on the services part. And you'll find it. Okay. My console is getting shocked. Why am I searching Lightsail and I already have it? So it's loading, hopefully. Yes, it is. That's finally wondered why was I looking for it on the services part. But here it is. Again, you can favorite it. When you favorite it, it appears right at the top on what you usually use most. So I'll open it up in a new tab. And it will load. I don't want surprise notes on my debit card. I know you with EKS and everything, and the NAT gateways. So so it's loading. And also, if you're following with me, just give me a 1 in the chat so that I know you're following, so that I don't leave you behind. I might move like a bullet train and you're a steam engine train. Okay, thank you. I can see a couple of you. Let me know when you get to Lightsail. I'll wait for everyone to get to Lightsail, because this is a workshop. We need to follow it together. And don't worry about breaking the bank. It's not going to cost you much, like 0 point something, 0.0 something, because it's not going to cost you anything much. So you can see this is the site I created, right? You can say just put even a tag environment workshop. But for you, you should see you have no instances. So do tell me, put a 2 in the chat for those who have said they are together with me. Once you get to a point where you can create an instance. For mine, you'll see this this is the end product that I created, as you can see here. This is the end product, but you can see it's running on only just 512 MB of RAM, 2 virtual CPUs, and 20 GB SSD. I think this is the smallest you can get on Lightsail. But I'm going to show you how we got from nothing to there. So once you're here, let's create an instance. Good, I can see a good number of you. Let's click on create instance. As usual, it's very important to know where you're going to create your instance from, because instances are region specific. These are the regions that I think Lightsail supports. A couple of them, right? So I usually love using London. London, I think, is the closest to Africa. I don't know whether Paris is also close. I usually use London or Paris, but I usually use London a lot. when I'm dealing with my customers. And yeah, but if you're going to be having with a US customer, you better use Virginia. If you're going to use with an Asian, depending on different places, you can choose the different regions. So we'll go with London for today. And then this is what makes Lightsail so beautiful. You can either choose having the app together with the operating system. You can choose whether you want WordPress multi-site. Multi-site will allow you to have maybe subdomains, but WordPress managing all those subdomains, WordPress multi-site. But WordPress is just going to be one site. You're just going to be having like one site. And then there are others here: LAMP, Node.js, Joomla, Magento, Mean, Drupal, GitLab, Redmine, Nginx, Ghost, Django, Presta. All these are available to you. Some would require you to have a license. For example, I think cPanel and the WHM, you can see these require a paid license because cPanel requires a license. So you can even run a hosting company for you can run our shared hosting company just right on Lightsail, but you must make sure you have your license. Same case for Plesk hosting stack. You can see it has BYOL. BYOL means bring your own license, and then you have to put in there. But for our case, there's also the operating system, or if you want to use Lightsail for other things rather than WordPress. But for today, we are going to use WordPress, and not WordPress multi-site. You're going to use that. You can put a launch script. Launch script is like user data in EC2 instances. So we're not going to use that one today, because now that you're going to be having WordPress set up for us using this blueprint by Bitnami. I think this is Bitnami, which is going to set up, yes, certified by Bitnami and Automatic 6.81. They're the ones who have this script, and that one is the one that when we're using them, we are obviously agreeing to the end user license agreement. You can decide to go and read the whole agreement and see whether you're going to accept it or not, but definitely you have to accept it. What again, you can see I already created just one key that I was using here, a key pair. For it helps when you want to connect to SSH away from the web. You can use the default SSH when you use the default, but then again, very important for you to just use your own. So you can see, and then again, and you can see it's going to be here. Hope my network is not plantering, Eric. Hope I'm not breaking.
I think
my
your network is breaking.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me see if my other network is working. Let me see. In Africa, you have to have networks, right? You have to have a couple of networks.
Yeah. You need sometimes like 3 backups.
Let me check whether the other one is stable. If it is stable, I'll use that one.
Yeah. In Africa, you need backup for everything. Backup for electricity.
Exactly.
For internet.
The other one is much stabler. It's stable. Let me switch to the other one. Let me just switch a bit. Okay. Hey, are you getting me now? Should be loud and clear now. You can see
Yes.
the fast.com is responding well. So it's good. Okay, so let's go continue. I'm going to create a new one so that you don't confuse with the other one. And we also use it for demonstration. This one, I'm going to call it Lightsail Workshop. Lightsail Workshop. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to call mine Lightsail Workshop. Then you generate the key pair. Remember, you can only download it once. So don't navigate away. Make sure you can only download these private key once. Download it. You have it. For example, you can see I have it now here, lightsailworkshop.pem file. Then I'll just choose, okay, got it. If you have done that, give me a 3 in the chat. That you've chosen Linux. Here, you've chosen London. You can change the availability zone if you want to, but let's just leave with 2A. And Linux, WordPress, then you've left this part, you've left it because you've left the part of the launch script, but the SSH key is there. Again, you can also leverage automatic snapshots. They're usually not that expensive, but they can be a savior. There's a certain customer who messed up their site, but the beauty is the fact that I'd already enabled automatic snapshots that can happen maybe daily. You can see you get like daily snapshots at a particular time. I was able to restore it for him. And obviously they had to pay a premium, right? You have to, if they're in a crisis, you have to make money out of such. So yeah, so this is the pricing. It's very fixed and predictable. You can see you can have a $5 instance, a $7 instance, a $12, $24, and you can see even the capacity and the capabilities all the way up to a $384 instance, which has 64 GB of memory, 16 virtual CPUs, and over 1.2 terabyte of SSD and 8 terabytes of transfer. I don't know what you'll need for that, but unless you're running a hosting service, a shared hosting, which is totally fine. So for us, we'll choose the smallest. And the beauty about it is, you see, you get the first 90 days free. So that means that the first 3 months, you're not going to pay for anything. Then after that, then you're going to pay. So even this workshop, you're going to realize that it's going to cost you anything. I'll choose that. I'll choose the smallest. So you can see you're being told to consider a larger plan of $7. Well, they're telling me that because of the experience customers might face if they're trying to open it and it's unresponsive. But since this is just for the demo purposes and I'm going to delete it, I'm just going to use the smallest one. Definitely give the instance a name that will make sense. I'll just call it AWS Lightsail Workshop. You can give it a tag. You can choose maybe environment. For example, you can have a development instance and a prod instance. For this one, I can just say it's a development. You can even add another tag. Maybe it's for a particular customer or whichever. You can add up to 49 tags here. But let me just leave it to be that. Okay, then let's create the instance. But before you create the instance, again, it's very important for you to recheck. Just recheck again from the top. London, WordPress, your SSH key is set, dual stack recommended for both IPv4 and IPv6. The smallest pricing, you can do a pricing per month if you want to check on the memory, but people use Lightsail for the predictable pricing. And then the name, then the tagging, then just create the instance. Okay, you've reached the maximum number of virtual CPUs. I think I didn't ask, choose adjust quotas. Okay, I think I would need to, I have a limit on my virtual CPUs. Will I need to delete it? Okay, let me see. Okay, what I'll do is different. I'll do something crazy. I'll use my other, I'll use my other AWS account. Let me just switch it up. I hope that one doesn't have quotas. I think I already requested for a quota increase. Let me not log in live. Let me log in on this other screen. Then for security purposes, I know David and the team are ready to steal my password and get into my account. So let me log into my other AWS account because I think this one I've already consumed over 2 virtual CPUs. And if anything, I would need to, whether I have another third AWS account. Will it work? I've forgotten the user ID for that one, but I'll look for it. Let me just use my other normal account that I usually use. So I'll not use the third one because the third one might have some challenges. Okay, it's loading and it's loading like forever and I don't know why. Should I use my other new account? Let me see. Let me see if I'll retrieve the account ID. If I do, I'll just open a new session. Add a session. Searching in my email as request for phone verification. Yeah, I don't know what you guys do for phone verification, but it's usually quite crazy when you do that, when you have to ask for it. But let me see. I requested for phone verification. If I have that account, is it here? Okay, let me get the account ID. Here, that one is the account. Just go dive. Let me do a crazy thing here. Sign in with root because I don't even remember the user. First of all, let me just do a root user access first of all. And then I think it's also going to be a learning process for some of you. So that you should not work using hope you're not working using your root users. Hope you're working with an IAM user. Or as I do that, I'll open up. Because it account ID. Yeah, it's just that I don't really want crazy things. I was doing something on my, let me just use my main account. Yeah, let me just use this other account so that I didn't want to expose some instances on that one. MFA in 936, 135. David, my MFA for the next 30 seconds is 936, 135. Hope it helps. So this is my other AWS account. Decided I'll what? I will gear up, and you can see lights. I don't know if there's some latency on those accounts. My network is stable. It's also saying it's unstable. I don't know why, but hopefully it becomes stable. Okay, Lightsail is loading. Let me not expose those instances because that is a prod AWS account. Let me go directly to the let me go directly to for this one. I think I'm going to use I've forgotten the password. But for this, for another one. Now this is where you have to this is where you have to remember whether you have carrots or not, but I'm going to say that. I think I'm not a robot. So for that one, I will get the password later in another place, but let me create a new instance here. Hopefully I'll get more virtual CPUs here. So let me open this on this other side. As I do that on this, I will sort the password on this other side. Windows and mail.google.com somewhere. Yeah, there's a password reset here. Reset this password. So here is creating an instance. Again, London, Linux, WordPress. Now, yeah, I'll have to create a new SSH key. You can see I have a couple of them because I've done something for several people. There's a prod account. Let me just create a custom key. So this one is called AWS. Let me not call it workshop. Let me call it workshop. Workshop. Just that. Key pair. Download that private key. Still, I think let me save it on my desktop. Create a new folder because under downloads is not going to work well. Then call it workshop key. I will definitely delete. I usually put some things in the desktop because it is easy to delete it from there. Then I'll say, okay, got it. And I'll choose the smallest instance. Is it WordPress? Yes, it's WordPress. And then I'll call these AWS. Let me just call it workshop again, workshop. I'll add a tag, environment. Then I'll just say dev. And then I'll create the instance. I love tagging things because I'll get to know, okay, some names are already in use. Did I have another one called workshop? Okay, let me just calculate. Lightsail. Okay, it's been created. So here it is coming up. Where is it? It's this one. Okay, I'm getting the password. I'm resetting the password on the other side, but the screen for coming up to reset the password is coming. So I'll just minimize that to the side first. This is my third AWS account, so it's fine. I know David wants me to click show password. Your account is protected with MFA. What should I show? Do I have the MFA for this one? This is where you have so many accounts, then you're going to wonder which one is which one. Root. This is a root user, right? This one is not that account. This one is going to be a long day. Let me see if this one is going to work. It's the 628. Ah, nice. Okay, I'm going to survive this one. Has it worked? Ah, it has worked. Awesome. Okay, I'll be able to just reset the user. So my instance is running. I'm just setting up my other AWS account. At least I've known its account ID. I'll save it somewhere. But this is my third AWS account. Also, this is the root. This is the root user. So I definitely not do anything here without. I don't do anything on my root user. I think I'm just going to confirm the who. I've already known who the user is. I think the user has I'd even done the what? The MFA on it. The problem of managing several AWS accounts is sometimes you don't log it to most of them too much. At least I know the account ID for this one. Copy. So this is another session. This other session. This is the other session. Another active session. Let me add another session. Let me switch to, so this one is okay. Hopefully, yes, it should be the one. So as that goes on, let's now sort something else. Let's go back to our report. Do you remember the report that has the step-by-step? Where is the Visual Studio? So you have to create an instance, then you have to attach a static IP, right? Why? Why should we attach a static IP? You can tell us. Yes, David.
This to enable us to maintain the IP such that when we stop the instance and restart it, we will not lose the initial IP.
Yes.
To enable us keep track of the IP address so that when we stop
Exactly.
the instance and
Mhm.
restart it, we don't lose the IP that it was assigned.
Exactly. Yeah. And just to answer you, you don't need two accounts. It's just that one of my new accounts had a quota of not more than, I think, 2 virtual CPUs. And I don't have time to have a back and forth with AWS support to increase my account quota. So yeah, that is why I was just trying to. So I've used one of my prod AWS accounts to run that, to go on with the workshop. Yeah, you're correct. So let's do the static IP. For Lightsail, you come to networking. So let me log into these other. So you can see you're asking about 2 accounts and I'm logging into 3 accounts, as you can see here. So it's crazy. It's not even about the accounts. So is this the other account ID is this one. Is the other account ID. Okay, what is the hell is this? I think it should be the same password. Usually just use the same password because of MFA. What was the thing? Okay, if you decide to become too cocky, I'll just reset the password from here. Set password. From here. Do I remember this account? Maybe. This account doesn't have MFA. This is crazy. Enabled without MFA. This is so too bad, but I'll label it later on. I get scared of accounts that don't have MFA, especially with David on the call. Okay, but that one is the third AWS account. It's logged in. Okay, don't worry about these other things. I was doing some load balancers here. These are prod accounts. So let me just create a static IP here. When you create a static IP, I hope you are there on creating a static IP on the, okay, it's already setting. This is which account? This is a user account.
Yeah, I think those who are here can indicate. If you're all here, guys, indicate.
Yeah,
If
please
you're,
let us know. Let us
let us
know. I'm feeling ish when I'm doing it on a prod account. Let me see if I can just do it from here. This is my other AWS account. If not, if it's going to work on this one, I'm going to proceed with this one. I don't like running workshops on prod accounts. But because of time, I'll still proceed. But let us know. Please let us know. Give us a 4 in the chat if you've already created your static IP. So when you come here to create a static IP, you choose the location. If you change the region, it's not going to apply. For example, if I change this region and I say, I want to put the static IP in Ireland, for example, you can see it says there's no instances available to attach to because I've not launched any instance in the Ireland region on this account. So I have to go to London, then I have to choose the account. I mean, the instance that doesn't have an IP. And the beauty about Lightsail, you get static IPs are free while only attached to an instance, and you can manage up to 5 at no additional cost to you. So I'll choose Workshop Lightsail. I'll still name it in a way I can understand it, static IP Workshop Lightsail. Usually just put the same name of the instance so that I know. So I'll just use the same name of the instance, and then I can just create it. Yes?
I don't think I can see what you're explaining.
Oh, people are not seeing what I'm explaining. Oh, sorry. What are you guys seeing? I thought I was sharing my screen.
yes, I think you're sharing.
Yes, you're seeing, right? And I scroll up and down, you're seeing it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we can see it.
Oh, okay, awesome. I just wanted to know. Maybe you can log out, log in, David. It's a good thing when I hear you're not seeing my screen. I'm joking because you might be seeing my passwords. So I think my security is so good. Maybe you're looking for things you're not supposed to see. Anyways, I'm joking. So let's create the static IP. In EC2, it's called Elastic IP, right? And it's already attached. It's attached. And yeah, I think it should be there. Now what will happen if you go back to the instances? Let me go directly to that instance. You'll see now the static IP is already here, right? It's 3.11.23.230. If I decide to maybe connect using SSH on the browser, I'll get the prompt here already, right? And it will log in. Yeah. But you don't really want to work with the web. It doesn't sound good. You can use mobile exterm. So for example, I'll just use so this is just a session. This is like, for example, this is the mobile exterm for a new, where is it deciding to do those things? Okay. So this is the session for the other Lightsail instance. I can just open a new session. Okay, let me just do a new session here. I'm choosing SSH. The remote host is the public IP. Oh, sorry, what is this? This is the other account ID. Let me save it somewhere. My notepad. Okay. Yeah, the public IP should be this one, static IP address. I'm going to paste it there. Specify the username. The username is provided for us. Username is Bitnami. And then port is 22. Under advanced SSH setting, I'm going to take user private key. I'm going to get the private key. You remember I saved it on my desktop. I called it workshop key. Then I called it, was it this one? Yes, I believe so, right? What is the private key that is running on? I'm not getting confused with the other one. Yeah, it's called workshop, right? Custom key called workshop. So I'm on the right track. So this one. So I'll leave the other things the way they are and I'll click OK. And I will accept. And I should be in. So you can see I'm already logged in. The prompt, and please let me know whichever. You don't have to use MobileXterm. You can use Git Bash, you can use CMD, whatever you usually use for connecting to the to the shell. But usually I think at SolaviseTech we love using MobileXterm, right? I learned the hard way from Prof Atanga. I have to just learn how to use this thing. So I had to find ways of getting to know how to use it. But I love the way it is. It's usually much better. And you can just download that. Okay, give me a number. Which number are we on? It's even Putty. The Putty guys are there. It's called MobileXterm. So this is called MobileXterm. Here it is. I think it should be this one. Share the chat, the link in the chat. Can download according to your. Can download according to what you want. Whether it's running on whatever, Linux or whichever. Anyways, let's get back to this. Okay, what was the other thing in our step-by-step? Okay, high level step-by-step. Let's open the Visual Studio Code. It's also in the repo.
I think
so we've already attached the static IP. Yes. Okay, I got lost.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries, Collins. Sure. You'll get also the recording. Thank you, Collins, for joining us. David, where are you lost from? Let's get you back on track. And anyone else who is lost, where are you lost at? And also feel free, if you also need to share your screen, feel free.
I'm now connecting using the SSH. I think when I logged out and logged back in, I found that you have already done the connection. So I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing, but I've already connected to Bitnami SSH.
Can I ask something? Can you guys get me? Nobody's getting me.
Yes, Aqua, I can hear you. We can hear you. I think Kevin is having some little issues. Yes, please go on.
Yes, must you use some an SSH how do they call this? Terminal to, let's say, MobileXterm or Git Bash. Can you just use what is being provided in the Lightsail? Because there's a terminal on the Lightsail just beside there. I used that and I was able to connect.
Okay. You say when you click on connect using SSH?
Yes, because he was saying we can use. He said we can use MobileXterm to SSH or we can use Git Bash, but there's a terminal provided by Lightsail just beside the.
Yes, I think that terminal works. It works. I think everyone should. If you
Yes,
click on connect,
that's why I
SSH
said
works.
I did mine and it works.
Yes, it
Yeah,
actually
I did it and it
automatically.
worked.
Yes, Kevin, maybe you can add to that.
Yeah.
Aqua is just making an observation that Here you can connect on the terminal provided by Lightsail when you click on connect using SSH. So it automatically logs you in.
Exactly. Are you getting me? First of all, my village people are really working hard to make sure my network doesn't work today.
We are getting you 5 on 5.
Yeah, they're really working hard. And this funny thing, it's funny that your network is always stable until you go live, you go to a session. Are you getting me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, but
Okay.
Kevin, I thought you said it's not safe to use the web to connect, because when you connect that way, it's connecting via the web.
Yeah, so the reason why I was saying it's not recommended, let me just bring back that screen. Where is that screen? Yeah, I kind of got that. I don't know whether you're getting me. First of all, are you getting me? Eric, are you getting me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So let me answer that question about why it would not be recommended to log in through the web. There was one time one of my clients had a very big security issue. And when you go to, for example, let me look at this instance. Let me see if I can show you something. If I go to networking, no, is it networking? No, maybe instances. Just this one. If I go to networking on this instance, you see SSH. It is any IPv4 address or a Lightsail browser SSH or RDP for SSH. Maybe a client is so specific, they only want their own IP, right? To SSH to it. So I can come in here and edit this. I'll choose restrict to IP address. I can choose my IP address, right? So I can come in and check my IP address, and I can disable Lightsail browser SSH to increase my safety. So for example, I can just say, what is my IP? What is my IP? I don't know that my Googling is not working that well, but it's going to. So if I get my IP, I can put it. I wanted to confirm whether I'm hanging. Okay, I can put it here. I can put the IP here. And then I can put a couple of other IPs. Then I can disable Lightsail. The moment I do this, even if you click connect using SSH, I wanted to show you live. Let me see. I don't even know my IP. Let me see. My IP that I'm connecting on to my public internet. What is my IP? Am I still on? What is happening to my connections? Let me check my IP from the other laptop. What is my IP? Funny thing, it's not showing me my IP. Even the other side, it's just saying I cannot connect. It's telling me I'm not having internet, but I hope you're getting me, Eric. You're still getting me, right?
Yes, we get you. It's clear.
Okay. Yes, so let me even try to put a crazy IP. Let me just put 192.168.1.1 just as an example. And then I just save this. Where do I save it? And then I save that, right? So if I do that, Mobile Extern will not be able to connect. It will, unless I am coming from that IP and all these other different kind of things. But let me see. Am I still having access? I don't know why my internet might have already tripped up. and I'm still not, I don't know how Zoom is working and my browser is not working. And my Google is not even working.
Wow.
Yeah, so you can see it is saved, right? Oh, it's not yet saved. It's still saving it. I'm so tempted to switch networks. I don't know whether my DNS server has decided to do things on me. Okay. It's supposed to save it. Let me see if I can switch the network one more time. Eric, you can, I saw a question from Tom. I don't know if you can answer that as I get back my network.
Okay, let me check.
Yeah, in the chat. It's about the IP. Yeah.
Okay. Out of context, what is the difference between the IP you find on the web, what's my IP.com, and the one you get from the ipconfig command on PowerShell, right? So the one that you get from the what's my IP config, right? It simply shows your public IP address, the one that the internet sees, right? That is the one that the internet sees, and it's the one that is usually assigned to maybe your router or your modem by the internet service provider, right? And of course, everyone on your home or the Wi-Fi, if they share that Wi-Fi, right, the same public IP, they're going to get it. So the one that you get on what's my IP is a public, that one's a public IP address from your service provider, right? And then the one that you get from the IP config in PowerShell, it simply shows your private or your local IP, right? It simply shows your local or your private IP, which is inside maybe like your home or within your network. And that one usually is assigned by your router itself, right? It's usually assigned by a router. So I think that's basically it. And then only devices within that particular network will have it because it's private. It's private. But the what's my IP config, that one is public. It's public. I think that's the basic difference.
Yeah. What exactly Eric is saying, for example, I see I've been given an IP from Safaricom from last year. I don't know why.
Right.
Another different part of Kenya so far, but it's Safaricom has given me that IP. But now if I decide to go back to Lightsail and edit this part, and then I restrict it to this IP, my own IP, and I remove Lightsail browser access, that is more secure. That means that if it saves that, did it save? You can see now it is saved. SSH is only restricted to this public IP, right? You cannot log in using others. So if I come back here, I think it's still set up. I don't know if it's working. No, it is already disconnected. So if I come in here, which I think it was this one, right? Is this one. So the beauty with Bob XML, I don't have to, the moment it was set up, I can just now click on it and I can go on from where I left. So you can see I'm now logged in, right? But if my IP kind of changes or I use another network, it will not allow. And then again, if I come back here and where is that connect? And I try using, let it load. And then I try using connect using the browser. I disabled that. That means that you'll not be able to use the browser to check. So you can see, do you see the SSH client is not available. To enable the browser, manage your firewall rules for security purposes. Yeah, it just helps it much better. Okay, do the repo pages. I'm just showing you the cheat sheets now. We need to log in to WP admin just to confirm, but we need to get our dark DNS, right? So you can go to darkdns.org, darkdns.org. You're going to get a domain. So this is the link. Put it in the chat. I don't know why my network is acting up. So yeah, it is loading. Yeah, so it's set up, it's loading here. So you can see it is here. You can sign in with GitHub, you can sign in with Reddit, you can sign in with a lot of couple of things here. So I'll just choose maybe sign in with Google. And then I'll just use my Gmail here. Then once I'm in with dark DNS, I'll need to complete the reCAPTCHA. Just make sure you come in and complete the reCAPTCHA, just to prove that you're good. And then now from here, you can see I have up to 5 domains, subdomains I can create. So I can call it maybe Kevin Tuwei. I can call it by my name, Kevin Tuwei darkdns, and they can just add the domain there. So do you see I now have it here, but it has been given an IP. It has been given I think this should be my public IP, but I need to give it now the static IP. Just note is you first of all create a domain. It is going to be given some public IP here, but you know Lightsail. So I'll come here, paste that, and then I'll update the IP. So you can see kevin2a.darkdns.org has been updated to 3.23.230. So if I open this, I've still not yet enabled SSH. So I'll come in here. I'll have to paste that. Do you see it is opening now the WordPress site, but it is still not secure. So the one thing that is just left for us is to make it secure so that it works out well. Can I get which number are we in? Let's do a 5. Let's do a 5 if you've set up your dark DNS and you've updated the IP to be the static IP for the WordPress. And then when you open it like this, you get your user's blog like that looks like this. So I can see only Tom. What about the others? Good number of us, especially if you're following through. Yes? Yes,
So
Joyce?
I'm lost somewhere. So
Yes.
at the
Also
top,
lost.
for me, the success, it does not give me any IP address at the top.
Where
At
exactly?
Dark DNS, there's an IP that you took.
Are you already logged in?
Yes, I am.
Are you already logged in?
Yes.
Did you create a subdomain? Did you give it like joycewainaina.darkdns?
Yes.
Then you clicked add domain.
Yes.
Then when you click create domain, did you see this part domain, the current IP, IPv6, and this part?
Yes.
Then now you need to get the public IP for your Lightsail WordPress on Lightsail, this one, and come and paste it here. You can see mine is 3.11.23.230. I come and update
Okay.
here.
Okay. Okay.
Have you been able to do that?
Now let me do that now.
Yeah.
Please, why are you pasting the IP address from Lightsail in your doc.dns?
In the column called current IP.
Okay, paste it in. Okay.
Are you seeing
That's
this
where I
part
got
here?
missing. Mhm.
Right.
Exactly, to be precise here.
Kevin, can you take that over again, please?
Yeah, so, okay, as it's just that I don't want to create another domain, but I can. So I entered a name here. For example, I wrote Kevin, if it is there. If I don't know that it's going to be available. So you can see, sorry, Kevin.darkdns was already taken by another user. So for example, if I put two-way and then I add a domain, do you see it has been created? Are you seeing this
Yes.
part? Are you seeing this line?
Yeah.
Yes. Then you can see it was given my public IP. My public IP assigned to use that, right? Because my public IP can't use it for hosting.
Yeah.
Because I will lose it the moment I change my network, the moment I turn off my phone or whatever kind of a network. These public IP have been given for me to browse the internet. So that is where I'm coming in and doing what? And getting the public IP from Lightsail, like this one, and pasting it here, like that. Then I'll click update IP. But I can't do the same for two domains. So that is why. But I hope you now get what you need to do here.
Mm-hmm.
But you can also feel free to share your screen. I can stop sharing my screen and we see what you're getting. Clarinda, are you in a position to share your screen so that I can stop mine?
We can share.
Okay, let's
Yes.
Eric, can give Clarinda an opportunity, the ability to share.
Yeah, sure. Yes, you can share.
Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Loading. Yes, I can see it.
So
Okay.
this is the doc created.
Yeah, so let's go back to the Lightsail.
Yeah.
Lightsail, yes, so 18.132.169.93. Okay, copy that.
Got it
I
here.
think that it's already. Have you clicked update IP?
Yes,
Yes, it's already updated. Okay.
Okay, it was already there.
Yeah. Okay, now try to copy clarindaengo.diacdns.org. No, that the one that is at the top. That one, yeah, that select all that. And then try to open it in a new tab. So you can see it is working, right?
Thank you.
Okay, good. So let's continue. Hope more of us have been able to do that. So we need to make our website secure, because there's nothing that browsers hate than a site that has HTTP rather than HTTPS. And how do we do that? There are a couple of ways. There's some assets. This is a good time to test the assets that we have in our repo, right? But first of all, our repo is that repo? Visual Studio Code. It is. Okay, in our repo, and let me close all these things. In our repo, we have some scripts set up https.sh. So we're going to check whether you are going to be having this one. So set up https.sh. Do you see that? So this one, be ready to enter your domain opening. Dark DNS points to these instances public IP. Okay, so let's try to do this. I will open this. How did I do it? Okay, I'll copy this. I'll go to my mobile XTerm or whichever thing you're using, whether it's your PuTTY or whatever. And then let me just confirm, yes, I'm in the right one. I'm in the right bit. Let me close this one so that I don't get confused. And then I don't know which thing you use. Do you use is this connected? Okay. Do you usually use VI, or VI will always be there in every Linux system? But whatever you use, you use that one. Whether it's Nano, there's usually a big debate between VI users and Nano users. So I'll not get into that debate. I know Eric is already laughing about that. Set up https.sh. So I have to use sudos just in case I'm in the wrong. I have to get some permission. So I have it. Let's not make it a lesson on VI. If you don't know how to use VI, just use whatever you know how to use. I'll put insert to make it in insert mode. Show context menu, paste. Okay. I'll paste. Okay. So there it is. This is the bash script. It's just explaining what it will do. It's just telling us there's going to be this file. It's going to check whether the bnsert tool is there, because bnsert is the one that helps. It helps us leverage the free Let's Encrypt platform that provides free SSL certificates. So first of all, you have to check whether the tool is installed. By default, a Bitnami instance always has the bnsert tool. But if you went hard and you decided to just have only the OS and set up WordPress manually, we might not be having the bnsert tool. But let's see. So I'll just save these. I will escape. And then I'll do :WQ, save and quit. I will just ls first of all, just to see it is here, set up https.h. So I'll do a super user do, make it executable, set up https.sh. So I'm just making the bash script executable. That is what I'm doing with this command. Yeah, before I lose anyone, I'd like to know whether you've been able to, create that file, the bash script. Make sure it ends with .sh, whatever you call it. Even if you call it joyce.sh, you don't have to call it setup https. Whatever you call it, then you paste it. If you use Nano, it's fine. If you use VI, it's fine. But the end goal is for you to have the bash script inside the Bitnami instance. There's also other ways, but I want us to use the repo, what is in the repo, because others will also follow that. Okay, can I get a 6 in the chat now that if you've been able to create the bash script and you also made it executable, and now you are ready to run it like this. Whatever name you called it. Yes, I can see a good number. Let's see the chat. Setup. My network is unstable. Okay. It has to be the same name. Setup is https.sh. So let's run it. So you can see it is telling me that it is ready. Now for this domain, I need to put the domain I created. Remember mine? Mine was what? Kevin2a.darkdns. Let's go back there. We see what is there. So mine is called, it's called kevin2a.darkdns.org. So it is here. I'll copy that. I'll come and paste it here. It works. But make sure it doesn't show the URL. It should not have HTTP. It should not have HTTP. Okay, let me just make my life easier. It's going to delete everything. I've messed up everything. Am I getting a backspace really? Should have just typed it manually. Okay, let me run it again. Kevin dot dark dns.org. W's and everything. I'll just say no. No www domains disabled. Press enter to continue. Enable HTTPS to HTTPS redirection, yes. And then I'll have to agree to those changes. I'll have to put in an email address and put in my email address. And then I'll have to accept to Let's Encrypt subscriber agreement. And then it will take a bit of time, but the beauty, I think, with dark DNS, you don't have to prove that you own dark DNS. That's what I really loved about it. It will automatically provide with you the SSL without you having to prove. So you can see you're going to be told success. The Bitnami tool succeeded in modifying your installation. So if you get that, you'll go back to this part. And when you refresh it, it will no longer show not secure. This one will disappear. Do you see now it is now having SSL to it? It is now secure. So it is now a secure. Your secured, your WordPress instance is now very secure with SSL setup. Now the definite thing is now to customize. The way I customize solavis.darkdns.org or solavisetech.darkdns. For you to access, again, Lightsail has this amazing out-of-the-box thing. Default WordPress admin username. You can retrieve the default password. You can access it using this command in Cloud Shell, or can just use this command right at the bottom, cut Bitnami application password. I copy this and I go to my mobile exterm and I paste that command. Let me put it also in the chat. That is the command. I will just get to know the password. So you can see this is the password. If I select this and I copy that, the username is what? The username you have been told to the username for WordPress admin is user. So if I want to access, if I go to access WordPress admin and I open, it's telling me I open it this way, but I don't want to do that because I already have a domain. I'll just put WP admin here. Then I'll put the username is user and the password is the password I've gotten from cat Bitnami application password. And it will now take me to the admin dashboard. And you can see I have the admin dashboard here with me. I can decide to even save this password or I can make it easier for me. But I'm going to delete all these. We are going to do a cleanup, so I don't want to save anything here. So for here, because you're going to be working with a default user, you need to first of all secure this user. You need to edit, put in the right username and name, first name, last name, change the email, change the name. For example, here you can change it now to be https kevin2a.darkdns.org. I can decide my first name is Kevin. So anytime I make a post Kevin2a, I can just put my nickname is Kevin2a, display name publicly as Kevin2a. I can put the I can set a new password. Let me hide first. So that people don't know the password I use everywhere. It's a medium password, so please don't brute force it. Then I will update my profile. So my profile is updated. The other security thing that you need, you can install WordFence, but anything. But make sure yes, I love these. Make sure that not anyone can register, because you'll get, I ever got a client who enabled this and they got 7,000 users. Also make sure administration email address is something that works. For example, I can put mine to be my email. I can change the time zone to be the time zone that I usually am in. For example, I can just use in Africa, Nairobi. Where's Africa? Africa, Nairobi, whichever thing that you use. Africa, Nairobi. Choose the time. Then I can say week starts. Does your week start on Sunday, Monday, whichever kind of a thing. I can put this on my site title to be Kevin2a blog. Until that's what I can put, making my tagline is making the world a better place through technology. Better place through technology. Can do all those beautifications, and if my site icon, if I want to, whether my Kev Cloud icon is somewhere on the internet. I know there are so many people with Kev Cloud. Let me see if it appears here. Oh, I didn't know my Kev Cloud. So this is really my icon, but I don't think I have it somewhere here. I don't think I have it as an icon. Maybe I can see if I have it on my YouTube channel. It's going to load something that has the icon. If it does, I'll be happy. Yes, so this one is my icon. And I don't know if I have the liberty to save it. If not, I can just do this. You can never miss ways of surviving, even if it's your own thing. I'll just do a snipping tool. And then I'll just come pick this part up. I'll save it somewhere. Let me save it on my desktop. Call it Kev Cloud icon. Kev Cloud icon. Hey, let me put it as the site icon. Maybe I might decide to be doing my blogs here. leave Medium. I don't know. But let's see. Desktop. Kev Cloud icon is here. And I love the way it's usually quite fast. So I'll save that. I'll crop the image to be that. Then you can see it is now set up. And then I will save those changes. Then you'll see what I did. I just went to appearance and I went to themes for the other site. I looked at all the other themes. I think I chose add theme. And I came here and just looked for so many. They were there. And then I chose, there are so many here. I came and chose one and just used that one. For example, I think I chose the one called SAS or something. So you can see there are so many free ones that are here. For example, if I want a blog one, you can say I can go for categories, blog, latest, whichever. You can choose one that is more blog related, more than a website, depending. Let me just choose, maybe I can search blog. There are over 7,000. I can see there's one here. This looks like a graceful. There's one modern, having daily blog, my quiet corner. And looks good. I think this one. Okay, let me choose this one. Let me install this one. And then I can activate that one. So you'll see what will happen is if I go to kevin2a.darkdns.org, things have now changed. I've customized it a little bit. It has my site title. It is not going to show the WordPress icon. And then I can now start the customization. I'm already set. I'm already done with the AWS side. I already know how much I'll be paying per month for my blog to be running. If I'm just using it for my personal blogging, I don't need to do much. But if I need to make it, I can even increase its capacity of that sorts. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do, but now, okay, I don't know what has happened. Critical error in website. I don't usually know these things, how you deal with it on WordPress. Was it finished? Install and activate. I think it was not finished. Yeah, so you can see it is now set. Do you see that? a place for me to come in and just put in my articles. You can check it also from your end just to confirm it works. There it is. I don't know if you can also share yours. Let me see how yours look like. And yeah, at the end of it all, you can customize to be something like the one that I did. That is the SolaviseTech.dns.org, like this one. And they're all running on Lightsail, like super easy. You get 3 months of you working on it. You can set up. I remember when I learned about this, I made a lot of money because the way you do, like you have 3 months free, but you'll charge your customer for the whole 12 months, right? And you'll take the money for the ones that are free and have a party with it. So just having fun with it. But I want to get a number. Let's get a 7 in the chat. If you created yes, with domains and DNS, you can come here. You can register a domain, right? And it's going to be connected to the WordPress. I mean, it's going to be connected with Route 53. Behind the scenes, Lightsail uses Route 53 because it's running on top of AWS infrastructure. So even when you come to register a domain here, let it load, you'll see the opportunity to bring in a domain that is already registered on Route 53. So anytime I'm working with my clients, I would register their domains on Route 53, then just bring them over on Lightsail. So it's very possible for you to do that. And the beauty about this, you are the one who is the what? So you can see Route 53 domains are global resources. Register your domain with Route 53. Yes, Eric, was I breaking somewhere?
Yes, I think you are breaking, but it's
Yes,
fine now.
Eric.
It's fine. It's fine now. You are breaking. It's good.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. So, okay. Okay. Let's press this command acknowledge. Okay. So you can see if I decide to come here and say I want kevintui.org and I check the availability. It's checking whether I can get that. Please don't buy the domain. So you can see it is already showing me it's checking the price, and it will tell me the price. It also tell me I have to put all these details. You already know what is required for buying a domain. Then I'll register the domain. Just note, domains cost real money. You cannot use AWS credits for it. Then I can just bring it in and use it. It's just that I don't know why it's taking time to check the price. But I think that pretty much covers the whole workshop. If there's also a script on the repo to get the password, if you realize that. So you can see, get the WP admin password. So you can see it is pass file, and then you can run this if you want to get password. So you can even run this and you can put it the same way we put it and you'll get it. This is just the notes. This is when you want to get the, if you're using AWS CLI, you know, some people just get tired of using the console, right? All the commands are here. Again, you are DevOps, right? You have to find ways of not getting into the console. But since this one was for everyone, we wanted to make sure you can also use the console. I think that is
Kevin?
basically it. Yes.
Yes, can you just
Yes.
show can you just show me where you blocked for the browser? For that
Where are you?
part, where where, sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. You wanted to ask me
Yeah,
where?
just to block that, to access the SSH via browser.
Okay.
Yeah, can you just explain that
Okay.
part? Because
Yeah, so what I did is I went to the instance. Yes. So you have to check the exact instance that is running, like this one, right? There was the one that we created, like this one, workshop Lightsail. And then once you're there, Gaspar, what you do is you go to networking. And under networking, you'll see your IPv4 firewall here. And you can see that is where I specified it is restricted to this IP. And actually, because you've reminded me, I'll just take it back to yeah, I'll not restrict it to my IP for now. I'll save it because my IP might change. My public service, my internet service provider might give me a new IP. But if you're very sure that your IP doesn't change, or you are accessing it through a couple of IPs from in the internal work network or something, the ones that are provided to you by your ISP, you know, there's certain organizations that buy their own public IPs. They already know their range of own IPs. And that is what you can specify here. So it is on the firewall. And you can even decide, okay, now that I don't want people to access my website using HTTP, and I can even delete this. And only people will only be able to access my website using the HTTP. Yes. So I've removed the rule for HTTP. There's also the IPv6 firewall, if balancing. Later on, if you want to go deeper into Lightsail, Lightsail also offers load balancing. There's also something else. You can also do your DNS zones here. If you're not using dark DNS, you can use, for example, you can see I'm having a couple of DNSs there. There's also snapshots for backups, which you can enable. For example, I have a couple of snapshots for different customers there, and also as content delivery. Like you can have a CloudFront distribution right from Lightsail. So it has a lot to offer to you, all that you would need to offer very good services to your clients. So you can see I have a distribution I set up for someone. This a load balancer that I later on reduced to just one, and there's a couple of static IPs here for some people. Yeah. So I think that is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. And I think this ends, and I'm opening it up for some final questions. Again, you can use, I think I kind of missed it somewhere. Lightsail GitHub. The workshop, the workshop repo is here. You can clone it, you can add a star to it, and you're good. Yes, you're already done. Thank you, Tom. I know you've been quite something, but it's because we did it properly like a workshop. But I think with that, I'll take it back to Eric to wrap us up.
Okay. Wow.
Before I do that,
This
before
was
I do that, Eric, let me tell people how to save
right.
costs, right? Let me tell people how
Right.
to clean the repo, clean the resources. Very important. So what I did is we created the instance. So you need to delete the instance. Remember, we also did the DNS. You can delete that. I've actually loved what I've created, so maybe I'll stick with it. So that's why you see me not delete them. And you will also, what else did we create that cost. Actually, it's just the Lightsail and the static IP. Just make sure again be just note you're going to be money is going to be costed for any static IP you have not approved. Just make sure any IP is like idle, you're going to be charged for it. So the sale instance is what you're going to delete, as well as static IP and any snapshots if you enable snapshots. Yeah. Back to you, Eric.
Okay. Wow. Guys, how was it? Let's get from everyone. Guys, let me get your remark, your feedback. How was it? Okay, Alvin says this was amazing, Kevin. I've learned a lot. Thanks. Okay, guys, how was it? Let's get your feedback. Guys, we're 17 on the call, and I believe we are practicing and indicating. Guys, how was it? Very engaging. Amazing. Aqua. Oh, Lucky is there. Guys, this was really amazing. I didn't know this was going to be very brief and so easy. The thing is how easy the thing was. I thought we were going to clicking from one, from one side of the console to another, like just clicking here, clicking, jumping over and there. But it was just within a few clicks, and then we got the website up and running. Right, guys, let's give thumbs up for Kevin. Let's give him thumbs up, guys. Let's give him some thumbs up. Awesome. Evelyn, I'm grateful. Following that, I went to school for this, and you're offering for free. Awesome. That's why we do this. Evelyn. Every month we do this, right? Every month we do this. So stay on the lookout for the upcoming sessions. Okay, Abigail, amazing. And Joyce was amazing. I just really got introduced to Lightsail. Thanks a lot. Amazing. You can do a lot with Lightsail. And believe me, a lot of companies are getting into the cloud through Lightsail. Like Kevin said, it is the easiest way to get to the cloud, to start with cloud, right? So Kevin, we want to so much thank you. This is so easy. It's like we need to be having you on all the Saturday projects, right? Because you make this so easy. And guys, this is not all, right? It's just a tip of the iceberg. So at SolaviseTech, we do this every month, and above that, there is an 8 months intensive training, right, on AWS. Today, you are just on AWS. What you are doing was just, a little bit of AWS, right? And so the training we are offering, it goes beyond AWS, right? It goes beyond AWS. We offer you training on the cloud, entire cloud itself, and then DevOps, where you can automate some of these things, right, and stand out of the crowd. So if you want to check out on the details of our program, you can reach out to me, or you can reach out to Kevin. Kevin is there as well. Those of us who are here from Kenya, right? Guys, just reach out to Kevin and you get more information about our programs, or you can reach out to me. And also, I'm going to be dropping our social media links, right? So that we can, connect with us and stay in touch and don't miss out on the upcoming sessions, right? So I'm just drop it here. Just connect with us and let's keep in touch so that if there are other programs coming up, you shouldn't miss, right? So that you shouldn't miss the upcoming sessions. And so next on our program, we're going to have a podcast session, probably a week or two from now, right? A week or two from now, where we bring industry experts, we bring in recruiters, we bring in, co-founders, founders, people that are running businesses and people who have been in the cloud space for a while, right? So that they share their experiences and you get to also understand what the job market demands, right? And the opportunities out there so that you get information from them firsthand. So stay on the lookout. We are going to bring up that podcast in the next 1 or 2 weeks. Please, guys, don't miss. And again, keep on sharing these opportunities with your friends, with your family, with your loved ones, right? And to also end it, we are currently within the third week. Within the second month of our training program, which we launched last month for AWS, data science and machine learning and cybersecurity, right? And if you want to join the session, it's not late. It's not late. The sessions are recorded and you can have them available on our learning platform anytime, anywhere, right? Anytime, anywhere you can have them and catch up, and we'll be able to guide you on this intensive journey so that at the end of the day, you become like Kevin, right? You become like myself. And also to add, I am Eric Nyuize. I'm a cloud and DevOps engineer. I've been with SolaviseTech since conception, right? And we've been doing this, helping people, learn cloud, better their lives and better the lives of others. So guys, let's keep on connecting, sharing the opportunities with our friends and family. And Kevin, want to especially appreciate you for your time and the knowledge you've shared. And it's not only what you've learned, you're sharing from what you are working with customers, right? With your clients. That means people are actually using this stuff, this Lightsail. So guys, if you've gotten something out of this, don't go and sleep on it. Go and document it. Document this session that you attended, this workshop that was offered by Kevin. You can tag him on LinkedIn, where you deployed a WordPress site on AWS using Lightsail, right? And by so doing, recruiters will be reaching out to you, founders may be reaching out to you, businesses may be reaching out to you that they want to start in the cloud, and that you've talked about this Lightsail. How can they get started? And tomorrow you'll be the one talking about you handling your clients, right? Yeah, and it becomes your story. It becomes your story just because you attended the session. So guys, don't forget to document this. Document it and share it on LinkedIn. Connect with us on our WhatsApp platform, and let's continue to grow and help each other. Guys, thank you for being here. Again, my name is Eric Nyuize, cloud and DevOps engineer with over 5 years of experience in the cloud. Thanks all of you for being here, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.